Likewise, in a period of just 7 months, I have ended 7 unendable wars. They said they were unendable. You're never going to get them solved. Some were going for 31 years, 2 of them. 31, think of it, 31 years. One was 36 years. One was 28 years. I ended 7 wars. The Congo and Rwanda, a vicious, violent war that was.
I can't understand it, and I don't understand it. I don't know, when are we gonna stop giving excuses to this man's behavior and try to justify, as sometimes he's misinformed, sometimes this and that, just to try and justify, we know his behavior is like this and like that, instead of just calling it as it is. I think the guy is insane.
In the Democratic Republic of Congo, a militia flaunts its new army on graduation day. These men are said to be former Congolese army soldiers who laid down their arms during fierce battles for the DRC's largest eastern cities of Goma and Bukavu. The man watching over them is Kone Nanga, the leader of the Congo River Alliance, which includes the M23 rebel group allegedly backed by Rwanda. The White House brokered a peace deal between the DRC and Rwanda in June, but these rebels are still fighting. Rather than peace, this former election chief says he plans to take his soldiers to the capital, Kinshasa, to overthrow DRC President Felix Tshisekedi.
Our aim is to go to Kinshasa. We are going to go with our Congolese people. We are Congolese. We don't benefit anything from Rwanda, and we don't need it.
He's been saying this over and over again, that he has resolved the conflict between Congo and Rwanda, even to the point of describing it as a vicious conflict that was, as if he actually knows that it was a vicious conflict. If anything, you cannot define this long and slow grinding conflict between M23 and the Congolese army as a vicious conflict, as if it was just quick and hard and intense. And the first thing to address here is that there hasn't been a conflict between Rwanda and Congo of recent years. That is the truth. That is the conflict that he is describing does not exist. That's the first point. Because the M23, it is alleged that they are backed by Rwanda, which is, those are unsubstantiated claims. And even if it was true, this conflict cannot be officially named the war between Rwanda and Congo. If it's just a rebellious group which is in the Congo, comprising of the Congolese people who are revolting against their own government. It cannot be officially named just because Rwanda is backing them. That is, if that is true. The conflict cannot be officially named a war between Rwanda and Congo. That's not how it works, right? All over the world, America backs different countries, different groups, different militias, different terrorist organizations. They use them to do whatever they want to do. But that has never qualified the United States of America to be the official opponent of that country. In as much as the whole world knows, and it's clear and it's known that Iran backs the Houthis and Hezbollah in Lebanon, but that has never qualified Iran as the official opponent in those wars. Same as here. I don't know which conflict is he talking about. So to start with, this war that he's bragging about that he has solved does not exist. They coerced Rwanda to get involved in this process because they have relations and they give them aid and whatsoever. But reality is there is no conflict of recent between Rwanda and Congo. And the worst of it all is the reality is the conflict is actually not been solved. That is the reality on the ground. Let's listen to this CNN journalist who went out there and did an investigation and showed the world the reality that the conflict is not solved.
The conflict is not discussed in Washington.
Will you recognize any peace deal signed at the White House?
I don't recognize Tshisekedi regime. So whatever he signed, I'm not concerned. is illegitimate. He cannot represent DRC. So whatever they sign over there, and so far as we are not part of it, we don't care. I don't recognize it.
President Trump said that they're getting minerals as part of this deal.
Tshisekedi doesn't have any a mining site.
So President Tshisekedi has no minerals to give.
He doesn't have it. He's a cook.
The rebels are still armed. They're even growing stronger. Look at the celebration that they're having of graduation of more military personnel joining their ranks, joining their group. And the leader is clear. He doesn't care what Donald Trump signs. He's not going to back down. The reality on the ground is fighting continues. And he clearly says they're going to march to Kinshasa to overthrow the government. Nothing has changed on the ground. But this maniac keeps on saying he has solved the war. But tell me, what can explain this? A president of the United States of America, he keeps repeating the same thing. He has solved the Congo and Rwanda war. What is he talking about? If that is not insanity, what is it? What is it? Explain to me. That is not ignorance. He had the best intelligence in the world. Rebels still control the same size of territory that they controlled before the signing of this whole so-called agreement. So tell me, it's either me or him. One of us is insane. Tell me, these are the facts on the ground, such as that you're seeing here on CNN. Those are the facts on the ground. But this man is saying he solved the war. What a vicious conflict that was. It's gone, it's solved. You tell me, who is insane between me and him?